Good morning, Crable Mennonite School. Today is Thursday, March 23rd, and my name is AJ.
And I'm Colton. We've been cruising along in the month of March, and there's plenty of things going on around here as we celebrate the beginning of spring.
Some of you may have celebrated the official start of spring on Monday by going to Rita's for some free Italian ice. The lines were really long, but the frozen treats were great.
Monday was also a mark of great when the great amount of daylight and nighttime are about equal. Last week we asked you exactly how much daylight we had on the day of the announcements, which was Thursday, March 16th. The answer was 11 hours and 57 minutes.
This means that Mrs. Fisher's fourth grade class was the closest with their guess of 11 hours and 55 minutes. Also, as we continue into spring, the days will continue to get longer. We've already gained 19 more minutes of daylight since the last time we saw you.
Thanks to everyone that came out to our game night and open house this past Friday evening. This night was a lot of fun with kids and adults alike enjoying board games, pickleball, and cornhole. Some of the younger kids even had the fun of chasing around some of the middle schoolers.
There were also a lot of food options to choose from. There was a taco truck, ice cream truck, and the world famous soft pretzel truck that is owned by Mrs. Groff's husband and was run by Mrs. Keller's son. There were also plenty of people that stopped by the concession stand that the middle schools were helping with.
We are just 1 week away from the elementary spring arts program. We know that elementary students and Mrs. Lehman have been working hard in preparations for this special event. We hope you all can make it.
Well, the weather has warmed up this week and things are feeling a bit more like spring. To see if the trend will continue, it's time to hand it over to our very own Abby Keller.
Good morning, Crable Live. It is quite the wet morning out there with a steady rain starting at 5 a.m. In addition to the rain, we will be having a temperature feel like of 50 degrees and a feel like temperature of the same. Once we get to noon today, the rain will turn into clouds as well as an increase in the temperature, which will lead to a high temperature of 70 degrees and a low temperature of at night at 49 degrees. As we go about the day, the wind speeds will be moderate, and for this reason, the wind will not change the feel like temperature much. At night, we will have some thunderstorms, which will lead into tomorrow's showers. Tomorrow's showers will be a light in the morning and night. Saturday, we will be seeing a lot of rain just like today, with constant rain until the evening when we might have some thunderstorms. Now, let's look at the week, shall we? This week has many different kinds of weather, with rainy days, partially to mostly cloudy days, and even a day of sun. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all partially cloudy, with Monday and Wednesday switching from cloudy to sunny throughout the day. On Saturday and Tuesday, we will be having rain, with Saturday having constant rain, and Tuesday showers being more scattered. In addition, Saturday and Tuesday will also have we'll also have some rain on Monday and Friday night. With all that rain talk, I'm sure you're happy to see Saturday's forecast. Hence the name. Sunday will be sunny with few clouds forming at night. Finally, the weather this week is pretty mild with high temperatures being in between 50 and 60 degrees and no low temperatures below freezing. I'm your weather woman, Abby Keller, and that was this week's weather. Back to you.
Thank you, Abby, for that update. We were well, well, there have been plenty of sports-related things going on at school and also in the country. Yesterday, we kicked off our volleyball club that will be meeting after school on Wednesdays and Fridays. We're thankful for Mrs. Melhorn and Mrs. Zeisert for making that possible.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you know what a volleyball player and a carpenter have in common?
No, what?
They both like the hammer spikes.
Okay, well, in other sports news, a congratulations goes to Riley, Russell, Prentice, Jay, and Kate for bringing home the middle school soccer intramural championship. Also, oh,
Also in sports, the NCAA March Madness tournament is now in full swing. There were some pretty crazy games, like when 16th seeded FDU defeated number 1 seeded Purdue. This was just the second time in history that 16 seed beat a 1 seed.
There was also a 15 seed, Princeton, that won 2 games in a row. This has only happened 3 other times in history. The tournament continues tonight with 4 different games being played, starting at 6:30 p.m.
A reminder that March Book Madness is continuing this week. The books Rosie Revere Engineer and the Water Princess are facing off, as well as Finding Winnie and Mother Breeze. Get your videos in, and the results will be announced tomorrow morning.
Well, that just leaves us with our trivia question for the week. With all this basketball talk, we thought we'd have a question related to that. The most common shot in basketball is the free throw, which is the line that is 15 feet away from the basket.
What we want to know is what is the record for most free throws made in a row? That is not necessarily shots that are taken in a game, but with someone shooting free throws one after another in a gym. Be sure to give us your best guess, and we will tell you next week who was the closest. Until then, we hope you have the best of days.
Bye.
Bye.